Afternoon everyone, and you find us currently over the border in Scotland, so that's not unusual for us, is it really? We'll bring you back when we reach the Highlands. And so it was, early one morning, we headed for one of our favourite destinations, the Highlands of Scotland. Right, afternoon gang. We are currently on another road trip. It's taken us a while since the last one, but here we are. So we're currently on our way up to the Scottish Highlands, but the weather is beautiful today. It's absolutely superb. It's a lovely autumn day, and we're currently on the edge of Loch Lomond. So I'm just going to spin you around so you can have a look. That's the lovely weather that we've got today. So when we reach the Highlands and we reach our first park up, I'll bring you back and let you know what we're having for tea tonight, because it's something rather special, or maybe not, depends. We'll see. Bring you back in a bit.
after a quick look round Glencoe Ski Centre, we decided it was time to look for our first park up. So we headed for Glen Etive.
Here at our first park up. We've actually parked up just not that far actually from Loch Etive, so we're now at one of our favourite places. I'll do my traditional spin round and let you have a look. Got some great views. It's going to be really quiet here, hopefully we're past midge season. There's a few little flying little insects around, but they're not midges, so that's something, I suppose. But yeah, got the tea on the go. I'll show you in a minute what's going on inside the van so that, you know, you can have a look. I'm trying something different with tea tonight with regards to some egg noodles and the air fryer, so we'll see what happens. So I'll bring you back in a bit.
It was still early, so we decided to go for a wee donder. Sit back and enjoy the views and colours. We simply just love this time of year. The colours are absolutely breathtaking.
Right gang, so here is tonight's setup in the van. As you can see, I've got the slow cooker already on the go, powered by the wonderful Affery P240, which is down there, ticking away lovely. And we're all looking very cosy.
Very basic but effective. I made 2 foil parcels, filled each with the egg noodles, plus a drop of water, and popped them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes on 170 degrees. Voila! Spag bowl with egg noodles instead of spaghetti, courtesy of our wonderful slow cooker and our air fryer to boot. The next morning was magical. We awoke to mountains shrouded in mist, catching the early morning light. After freshening ourselves up at Glencoe Ski Centre, we were soon on our way again, heading for another adventure.
Right, morning everyone. We are in the lovely Arrochar at the moment, and we are going to have a walk up towards Ben Arthur today. Not quite sure whether we're going to go right to the top because it's quite claggy today, but it's a lovely day. It's nice and calm, nice and still. So we'll bring you back when we get a bit further along the trail. See you soon.
What we hadn't bargained on was a trail diversion due to trail maintenance. However, onwards we went. And as it turned out, that diversion was quite something. Certainly not for the faint-hearted, that's for sure, as you'll soon hear.
Right gang, you reach us halfway up on our way to Ben Arthur. We've had quite an interesting trek up so far because they're doing some much needed trail maintenance, which we get. I mean, come on now. But the diversion is really quite hellish. So unless you come on a weekend, at the moment until the end of October, you have to take a diversion, which is not only a little bit longer, but it's really steep and very arduous, really muddy and boggy in places. Yeah, not for the faint-hearted. Not sure I'd want to come and do it again if it was that route. Okay, but anyway, we're onwards and forwards. Carry on walking. Yeah, I love my walking, love being outside. I do get a bit stressy though because I've got something called dyspraxia, and I've only just started talking about this because it's only in the last few years that I've realised that I actually am dyspraxic. So I have trouble judging space. If I get really stressy about it, I get something called concrete body, and it's really hard for me to move. So in this age of neurodiversity, I was asked the other day, was I cross about it? In truth, I'm not. It's just part of me. And the thing is, the question I've asked myself is, has it stopped me from doing anything? The answer is no. Look where I am today. It's not easy, but it's not something that's stopped me. Does it take me longer to do things? Yes, it does. Do I sometimes have to do things differently? Yes, I do. So, you know what? It's not too bad. I can deal with it. I've accepted it. I'm at peace with it. But there's been times in my life where I've been trying to achieve something and it's been really hard. And sometimes, you know, my peers have just like sailed through it. Driving particularly. Kind of most people take driving as something that you're going to be able to do. And again, I've only just discovered if you're dyspraxic, driving is one of the hardest things for you to learn to do. It was such a journey for me. It's a conversation for another day, but yeah, really, really tough. So, if you're facing any challenges at the minute, no matter what they are, try and be bold, own them, share them, because you never know, there might be somebody out there who actually listens to that and thinks, do you know what, yeah, and it might be helpful. Try and own it, be bold. Anyway, bring you back in a bit when we're a little bit closer to Ben Arthur.
Sadly, that mist didn't show any signs of lifting, so with slightly heavy hearts, we decided to make our way down. Well, it was a tough day at the office, that's for sure. Hopefully by the time you're all watching this, the trail maintenance will be complete and the designated path will be open once more. And for illustration purposes only, here's our route. Just as we were leaving, we finally spotted Ben Arthur, which was now unshrouded by the mist that had been hanging around all day. Just goes to show, some days you win and some days you lose. And after all that hard work, it was time for us to start and find a park up. Signal Rock car park seemed to fit the bill. Join us next time as we visit a turf house and soak up the historical delights of Fort William. If you've liked our content, then please like and subscribe and hit that hype button.